Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we are cracking open a true cultural institution, hooked on phonics.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, over 5 million kids have used this system in about 35 years. If you were around in the 90s, you absolutely remember that tagline.
Hooked on Phonics worked for me. It's pure nostalgia.
Exactly.
But we're here to go a little deeper than the jingle. Our mission is really to separate the modern tool, which is an app, from its incredibly complicated and pretty much forgotten history.
And that history really centers on one key event,
Yeah.
a huge regulatory action.
It does. Let's get right into that, because before it was just another app on your phone. The original company, Gateway Educational Products, ran into a massive problem with the Federal Trade Commission, the FTC.
And this was back in 1994.
1994. The charge was, pretty straightforward, deceptive advertising.
So what were they actually claiming?
Well, this is what's fascinating. They claimed that their original kit, which cost about $230.
Wow, that's a lot for back then.
A huge amount. They claimed it would quickly and easily teach anyone to read, and they made zero qualifications on that.
Hold on, anyone. As in, even kids with diagnosed learning disabilities.
That's what they said. They were promising this magic bullet for dyslexia, for attention deficit disorder, all of it.
Was there any science behind that? I mean, any studies at all?
No, it was purely marketing hubris, and the FTC settlement forced them to stop making those completely unsubstantiated claims immediately.
That sounds like an absolute death blow for a company.
It was. The fallout was just brutal. Sales plummeted 86% in 1995.
86%.
In 1 year.
In 1 year. They laid off 2/3 of their staff and then filed for bankruptcy. It was a complete disaster.
I read a funny little detail about that. The famous phone number, 1-800-ABCDFG.
Yeah.
It now belongs to a personal injury law firm.
No way. Talk about poetic justice.
Right. But that absolute low point is precisely why the modern version is so different. It has completely different ownership, it's been sold multiple times, and it makes zero miracle claims.
They learned their lesson the hard way.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about the modern program. What does it actually look like now?
Well, it's entirely app-based. It covers pre-K all the way through second grade. For cost, you're looking at about $12.99 a month for the digital-only version.
And there's an option with physical materials too?
Yep. For $16.99 a month, they'll mail you practice packs, workbooks, stickers, all that stuff.
The key question, though, is does it work? Is the methodology sound this time?
It is. This is what's crucial. The underlying method is now really robust. Research, especially from the National Reading Panel, overwhelmingly supports systematic phonics instruction.
Which is what they use now. A multisensory approach, visual, audio.
And kinesthetic, yeah. It aligns with Common Core, all the modern standards. But the interesting part for parents is the accountability.
What do you mean by that?
The app is built to track progress. You can have up to 3 different learner profiles, and it sends weekly emails showing you exactly where your child might be struggling.
So it's not just passive screen time. It's providing actual data.
Exactly. It's designed for that.
So this brings us to the big question. What is Hooked on Phonics good for today? What is its real purpose?
It's a legitimate, effective supplemental phonics program for kids from about 3 to 8. Its main value is the structured design and the convenience.
The convenience of not having to hunt down and curate all those free resources yourself.
Right. But, and this is a distinction that current marketing is very honest about, it does not replace professional intervention.
So it's not a cure for dyslexia.
No. And it's also not a standalone solution. It still requires parent involvement to really work.
So to sum it up, the modern product actually has solid, evidence-based educational value.
It does. But its history is this powerful reminder of just how much advertising claims have changed since the 90s. You're buying a structured system.
Which leaves us with a final question for you, the listener. Given that what you're really paying for is convenience and that structured design, is it worth $12.99 a month to buy that system? Or is the time it takes to curate high-quality free resources a better long-term choice for you?